Welcome to online classes. We have discussed the chapter 3, that is related to vectors analysis. So first we have to define the vector. Vector. Those physical quantities which have magnitude and direction, that is called vector quantities. Examples: force, displacement, acceleration, velocity, momentum, area, weight, angular momentum. These are the basic terms that is to be right here. These are the terms: displacement, acceleration, velocity, momentum, area, weight, force. That all is known as vector quantities. Representation of vector. The representation of vector. How a vector should be represented? So simple, we have to see. This is the representation of the vector, and this is called the tail of the vector, and this is called head of the vector. And this represents the direction of the vector. Direction. And the length of the arrow. This is the actual length that is represented by the, and this length is called magnitude. Length represents the magnitude of the vector. Suppose we have a vector A. So we have to, this is the representation. Vector A is equal to, and this vector is represented in smaller. We always use in vectors on the small letters. That is A vector, and this is equal to 3i plus 4j plus 6k. These are the representation of the vectors. I, it is the unit vector along x-axis. And what is the j? Unit vector along y-axis. Unit vector along z-axis. We have to simply represent any vectors in the format of the 3i plus 4j plus k. I cap represent the direction of the vector along the x-axis, and j cap represent the direction of the vector along the y-axis, and the k cap represent the direction of the vector along the z-axis. These are the representations of the vectors. Now we have to understand how we can recognize here. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our z-axis, and this is our origin. If we moving in the x-axis direction, then the direction is defined at I cap. If we moving in this direction, the direction is defined at j cap, and if we moving in this direction, this is represented in k cap. These are the formats that is represented by any of the system which represent in the vectors. If these quantities are represented with the vectors, it only represent the magnitude of the vector is 3 units along the direction of x. The magnitude of the vector on the y-axis is 4 units and the direction is along the j cap. And the magnitude of the vector is 6 units along the direction of k cap. These are the basic terms that is to be represented here in I cap, j cap and k cap directions. We always represent a vector in the small alphabets. We cannot represent the capital alphabets. We always represent the smaller alphabets. So we have to represent it a small a, and that vectors is to be represented as vectors. These are the representation of vectors, both magnitude and directions. Here the magnitude is 3, 4 and 6. This is the magnitude along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. If we interested to know the whole magnitude of this vector is, that is to be under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 6 square. This magnitude is will be continued in the next lecture, so we have to continue in the next lecture.